If you guys love the Tennessee Titans, then type me right now in the comment section. Let's see which one of you people or peoples are true die-hard Titans fans and are actually paying attention to the very start of today's video. We've got some rumors you guys might not like. In the words of producer Jack, don't shoot the messenger, but type me if you love the Tennessee Titans. This is Tennessee Titans Today by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey, and to begin today's video, we're taking a look at the A.J. Brown trade rumors. I know you guys don't like it. Got to deal with it. That's what happens in the NFL. The trade, I don't even know what we'll call them, rumors, ideas, speculation, hope from other NFL teams are out there. Now, GM John Robinson says he has no intention of trading away A.J. Brown because, well, I mean, why would you, right? But now, A.J. Brown has also spoken out about the trade rumors, which seems fairly significant. It's a tweet you guys will like. A.J. Brown says, I'm tired of all this, just like y'all. I don't, look, cryptic tweets are cryptic tweets. I get it, but I don't know what else this could possibly refer to other than those trade ideas, rumors, speculation, theories out there. Now, Jordan Schultz, who spent some time over at ESPN, says this: y'all wild for thinking the Titans are trading A.J. Brown, facepalm emoji, which I agree, Jordan, it would be dumb if the Titans did that. However, I don't think this is the year we can say, oh, you guys are crazy, instant dismissive for a receiver in particular, because this offseason has been nuts, man. You got Russell Wilson to Denver after the Seahawks said, no, we're not trading him. They trade him away. Carson Wentz to the Commanders when nobody wanted Carson Wentz. Deshaun Watson to the Browns after the Browns were out of the running, and then they got back in it because of money. Then Davante Adams goes to the Las Vegas Raiders when we all thought, oh, well, Aaron Rodgers is back, he's sticking around. And then out of nowhere, Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins, and I think the most shocking move of all of them so far this year. And, oh, by the way, if you had asked anyone before the Tyreek Hill trade stuff came out if the Chiefs would trade him away, every single person would have said no. But here we are. So, welcome to the NFL in 2022. Receivers are getting massive contracts, and they're getting traded away to teams that do want to pay them. And there is some sticker shock involved with the contract costs going on right now, but A.J. Brown's worth it. Even in a down year. Injuries, of course, a big factor in that. Brown has been a consistent 1,000-yard receiver in his time in Tennessee. There is a long list of teams where I think this is coming from. Other teams like the Jets trying to get a premier receiver like the Titans have right now on their roster. But that sticker shock is real. The Seahawks GM, John Schneider, alluded to it publicly, or straight up said there was sticker shock, I should say. Tyreek Hill makes $30 million. Davante Adams makes $28 million. Is A.J. Brown better right now than those two guys? I don't know about that. Probably not. Those are perhaps the two best receivers in the NFL, but he's younger. That contract might pay off better than some of those bigger ones to older players. I'm A.J. Brown. I want around $30 million. So that's a lot of money to pay for a receiver, even as the salary cap gets set to explode. In the end, the Titans would be dumb to trade away A.J. Brown. He's too good. He is your only proven, reliable playmaker in the passing game. Yes, I loved going out and adding Robert Woods. That was a smart pickup to be wide receiver 2. But he's not your number 1. Yeah, I know you're going to run the football more than most NFL teams, but you would be really dumb if you shopped and traded away A.J. Brown. So how mad would you guys be if the Tennessee Titans traded away A.J. Brown? Scale it for me 1 to 10. 1 being, you think he sucks, which is crazy. 10 meaning you'd be livid and you would no longer be a Titans fan. Let me know in the comments right now. Let's chat Ryan Tannehill here on Tennessee Titans Today. Bleacher Report went through and listed NFL QBs who are on the hot seat for 2022, and Ryan Tannehill made that list, and I completely agree. Now, publicly, the organization has continued to back and support Ryan Tannehill, which I would agree with there. Here's what Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox wrote. Ryan Tannehill is an outlier on this list because he's an older quarterback. He'll turn 34 in July. And because he came in to replace another quarterback on the hot seat, Marcus Mariota, Tannehill was drafted 8th overall by the Miami Dolphins in 2012. He didn't work out in Miami, but has been mostly good for the Tennessee Titans. Tannehill was brought back to back up 2015 second overall pick Marcus Mariota in 2019. He was a Pro Bowler that year. And Tennessee moved forward Tannehill as its starter instead of Mariota. It signed him to a lucrative 4-year, $118 million contract. Tannehill's older than he seems like, right? There's one big note here, by the way. Tennessee has not yet restructured the contract of Ryan Tannehill. Now, teams like to do restructures for their core players because you want that cap hit low. You want to push that money out into the future. You don't want to deal with that situation because you want to have low cap hits for your biggest guys because they're part of your core. He has a $38.6 million cap charge this year. You probably want to bring that down unless you are not sold on him next year. They can get out of the deal next season and save about half of his cap hit, which actually dips slightly beyond this year. The deal was structured to have an out if you wanted to after this year, or to extend him and keep him on the fold longer. The Titans not restructuring it, to me, means there's at least a chance next year, whether it's via trade or a draft pick, that Tennessee shops and moves on from the veteran starter. Tannehill is not a bad QB. I do not believe that. I also don't think he is a top-end franchise QB. I think he's more in that what I call Tier 3. Tier 1's your freaks, your Mahomes, Allens, Rodgers, Brady's, etc. Tier 2 is like your franchise QBs, your probably Russell Wilson's in that category at this point. Maybe Kyler Murray. Guys like Justin Herbert, I think Joe Burrow, guys who you feel great about building around them long-term. And Tier 3 is guys like Tannehill, who you could do a hell of a lot worse at a starting QB. But are you going to do enough to win that title? I'm not sure. Now, to be fair to Tannehill, you were down some of your best players. Derrick Henry missed the back half of the year. You still got the number 1 seed in the AFC. A.J. Brown missed time, and Julio Jones was bad and injured and a non-factor. And after those two receivers, your best guy was Nick Westbrook-Ikhine? Yeah, not great there. But those guys should be healthy this year. You've added Robert Woods. So I do think Tannehill is on the hot seat this season. What do you guys think? Are you sold 100% no matter what? He is your guy? Let me know in the comments by typing in Y for yes or N for no. We're getting closer and closer to that 3,000 subscriber mark, folks. We are just under 300 away. Let's get there. Hit that big red button and subscribe right now. The draft just around the corner. We got you guys covered here at Titans Today. Again, make sure to subscribe. But PFF's put out their latest mock draft, and they've got Sky Moore to the Tennessee Titans with the number 26 overall pick, who I like Sky Moore a lot. I would not be that surprised. I think other people might be if he snuck in the back end of round 1. That's kind of becoming a little bit more popular as we get closer and closer to the draft. Depending on who's on the board, I wouldn't hate this pick for the Tennessee Titans, although I think it makes a lot of sense. Here are the previous 5 picks, by the way. Jahan Dotson goes 25 to the Bills. Davante Wyatt goes to the Cowboys. Kaiir Elam to the Cardinals. Christian Watson goes to the Packers at 22. Andrew Booth goes 21. Jameson Williams, Drake London, Chris Olave, and Garrett Wilson were all off the board. So in the end, Sky Moore is receiver 7 taken in this mock draft, although Treylon Burks was also on the board, and I don't really get the let's take Watson, Dotson, and Moore, rhyme unintended there, over Treylon Burks. And look, I'm a big Sky Moore fan. I really am. I think he's, at worst case, going to be an awesome slot receiver. I think his release packages, being able to get off against press man, is valuable enough to be an outside receiver. Golden Tate has been a very popular comp from play style and athletic perspective. I think it works really, really well. So I don't hate the idea of Sky Moore at the back end of round 1. I don't think he'd be the best player on my board, but if the guards are gone, he might be the best player at a notable position of need for Tennessee. So you might not have heard that much about Moore. His production was awesome at Western Michigan. His QB is also in this year's class. Moore's way better. He's a top 50 guy for me, and I think he might be closer to top 32 than even top 50. That's how gifted I think this player is. But I don't know if I would not take him over Treylon Burks. What do you guys think when it comes to the round 1 options for Tennessee? Name a player who you think the Titans should draft right now in the comments section.